What's up everybody? Welcome back to our 12th Druid Rune video. And wouldn't you know it, but I saved the most difficult rune for last. Or did I? So as you were questing in World of Warcraft Season of Discovery, you may have come across a Waylaid SUpply Crate. These crates can be turned in at a supply officer to raise your reputation with Durotar Supply Logistics. The supply officers can be found standing near an auction house in the major capital cities. Since we are Druids, we are likely going to be turning these in at Dokimi, located on the lower rise of Thunderbluff. Now, at the time that Season of Discovery was released, you had to raise your reputation to Honored in order to purchase a rune from this vendor. So I thought, okay, I'll hold on to every crate that I find while I'm questing and make sure to fill them up and turn them in. You will likely need to go to the auction house in order to fill most of these crates. And some of these items can get quite expensive, so I wasn't able to fill every crate, but I was able to fill most of them. Now, you can only carry one crate at a time, so one of the frustrating aspects of this task is that you'll have to return to a capital city to turn in a crate every time you find one. You can turn the crates in without filling them, but you will receive far less reputation. So by the time I had reached level 25, I was already friendly with the vendor, and I only needed to find a few more crates in order to reach Honored. As I was one crate away from reaching Honored, I told my guild, "Yay, I'm only one crate away from reaching Honored and getting my last rune." To which somebody told me, they actually lowered the requirement to friendly during the last patch. I thought, really? You mean I spent all this time collecting crates and raising my experience for nothing? Well, it wasn't all for nothing, because we are very likely going to need to raise our rep with these vendors in order to receive more runes in the future tiers. So I was a little frustrated, but overall I didn't spend too much time looking for these, and it also means I'll be ahead of the game when the level cap is raised. So if you want to be ahead of the game when the next level cap is raised, I found a great spot to find these crates in the southern barrens. Starting at Camp Taraho, if you follow the road south, just past the fork in the road that takes you to Dustwallow Marsh, on the east side of the road is an area called Blackthorn Ridge. If you head past this bramble patch, at the edge of the hillside is a little encampment of Razormane gnolls. There is a chest that spawns here, and I was often able to find a Waylaid SUpply Crate in those chests. There are a lot of level 20-ish Razormane gnolls in this area, so you may have to clear it in order to reach the crate. And watch out for those Razormane stalkers, because they can sneak up on you. At level 25, as long as you don't get overwhelmed by multiple mobs at the same time, you should be okay. Now, if this chest is not available, if you head a short distance north in this little clearing will be a named mob, a wind serpent named Washtapani. Quite easy to defeat by yourself, and will often drop a Waylaid SUpply Crate. Now between the chest and Washtapani, I was able to find a small handful of crates in order to increase my reputation. There were a couple times where I had to sit around and wait for them to spawn, but there were other times where I walked right up and grabbed one. Once you've raised your reputation with Durotar Supply Logistics to friendly, you can purchase the Rune of Skull Bash from the vendor for 2 gold. Right-click the rune and BOOSH! You now have Skull Bash, a powerful PvP rune that will allow you to interrupt spellcasting, as long as you are in cat or bear form, of course. So what kind of person says "bosh" instead of "boom" or "kapow" anyways?
Fire in the hole.
Bosh. Well, I'm afraid that's a little bit of an inside joke. And if you want to get the inside story on that joke, you might want to check out my video talking about the music video for Until It Sleeps by Metallica. I go on a little bit of a rant telling a personal story about a buddy I had who made my sister and I crack up pretty hard when we were kids. And who knows, you might learn something interesting about Metallica. I actually started this channel out talking about some of my favorite rock albums, hence the name Fun Facts Rock. But when Season of Discovery came out, and I had difficulty acquiring the first rune, I decided, you know what, I'm going to make an instructional video helping other people find and learn how to use the first Druid Rune. And that first video did quite well, at least by my channel standards, and it was a lot of fun to make. I also received positive feedback from other people who found it helpful and wanted me to continue. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to cover all 12 Druid runes, because I'm a Druid and that's what I play. But now that we've acquired all 12 Druid Runes in this first season of Discovery, where do we go from here? Well, I truly enjoyed making these videos, and I find them much easier to edit and create than my videos talking about rock albums. Now don't get me wrong, I still enjoy making those videos and plan on making more, but those videos can be quite time consuming in order for me to create and put out. I really would like to be able to pay somebody else to help me with things like editing. A little assistance that will allow me to put out more content and to do it faster. But alas, I'm still trying to reach those requirements in order to get my channel monetized. I've already surpassed the requirement for 1,000 subscribers, but I'm still working on getting those 4,000 watch hours. And fortunately, with these tutorial videos, I'm well on my way to getting there. So I would really like to thank you for watching my videos and showing support. I'm at a point where, ideally, it would probably be best to split into two channels, one focused on talking about rock albums, and the other talking about Warcraft. But I don't know. Maybe there are those of you out there who enjoy both of these topics. I know there's a lot of fellow rockers out there in the Warcraft community, particularly the vanilla classic community. And I've had a lot of fun reconnecting with that community in the season of Discovery. There are a lot of people like myself who played in 2004, who played vanilla. And I've also run into others like myself who have never been as excited about playing World of Warcraft as we are now with Season of Discovery. So I do plan to continue making World of Warcraft videos. I don't know exactly what I'll talk about yet. I did record some footage of a large horde raid that began at Gromgol and headed to Red Ridge Mountains. This was during the first weekend of Season of Discovery's release, and I had quite a blast during the experience, so I may release a video talking about that raid. I also may release some top 10 videos, or videos just talking about things I enjoy, or things I would like to see in Season of Discovery. And of course, when the level cap is raised and more runes are added, I fully intend to make more tutorial videos for those. So if you're a new time follower who just joined us during this journey collecting all 12 Druid Runes, thank you and welcome. Or if you're a longtime fan of my rock music discussion videos and just wanted to poke your head in to see what all this World of Warcraft stuff is about, thank you too. I don't know exactly where this journey is going to go from here, but I look forward to making that journey with you. If you found these videos to be helpful, let me know down below in the comments. It's these words that inspire me to keep going. And if you have any suggestions of things or topics you would like to see me cover, you can also let me know down below in the comments. This is Man Bear Cow signing out, saying thank you for joining me on this journey collecting all 12 Druid Runes. And we'll see you in the next video.